Well, good day, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Miguel Simmons. So this little video, we just started. This is my testimony video. So we're gonna be going for a long time. It'll probably be for 2 minutes or whatever. But I'm gonna talk about my testimony of life. From since I've been a born kid till now, there's been a lot of me. From middle school, from elementary school to high school, to middle school to high school, from elementary school to elementary school to middle school. It was all different. So I got through it. I worked hard. I am working hard right now. I am fighting for a lot of people that are going through crap right now, that is going through something. So here we go. This is my little show. And again, this is part of Kingdom of Christ Ministries Life Lessons from the Blue Lake and Miguel Simmons Vlogs. So this is all together and part of churches and everything. So this is going to all my channels and their stuff. So let's start from the beginning. So hello. I'm Miguel Joseph Simmons, Miguel Simmons. I am 20 years old. I just turned 20 back in January, where we celebrated a lot of fun things in the time. So right now, I work over at Northeast Georgia Medical Center. That's where I work. I've been there almost halfway to a year. In May, it'll be a year if I keep going. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. But we've worked, and I'm working hard. And I was in a program called Project Search. If y'all have heard of that, that's part of Hall County Schools. I was with that program for 1 year, gotten to do a lot of different things, got a cool different rotations, got to know a lot of mentors. I appreciate all those mentors for being there for me, for understanding all my problems, all my struggles, all my weaknesses, everything that I could work on for the future. I worked hard through the different 3 rotations I had: pre-surgical registration, individual radiology, and then the laboratory. I got to do all that, and I worked hard and learned. And look, I knew how to do it. After we got done with the last day of rotation 3, we worked and we were figuring out jobs. Jobs were getting close. We were getting close with a lot of jobs coming up. So we worked hard. Everything went well. We did a lot of things. And yeah, we got jobs. A couple of us got jobs. A couple of us didn't. I did. I work in the South Tower cafeteria, South Patient Tower cafeteria. I call it South Tower. We're in the South Tower stuff. Anyways, I started in May 8th of 2023. Graduated from the program in May of 2023. Started my job in the cafeteria of May 8th, 2023. So we were down there. I got to know everybody, got to meet everybody, got to already know some people there because I somehow knew them through Facebook or whatever. I worked there and people were saying all these good things about me. Oh, you're such a hard worker. Your employee is so great and so kind and so great. I had a lot of that working through the time. I worked hard. Got a great crew, got a good staff, got a good all supervisors and managers. Great. But I had to learn. I had to learn a lot. From the beginning till now, I've pretty much gotten from the beginning was like, what? I don't know what to do. But then I kept going and going and going and going and going. And it was just like, wow, it's great. And I worked hard and I did everything and I was working hard, and every single day I was working. Everybody still now says, Miguel, I see you every day. I see you too much. You're a working hard man. Heck yeah, I am. Everybody says. And then some of my family members say I'm a hard working person. Yes, I do. I know I work hard for my family. Some people don't say that in the way, but I'm not going to talk about that. I don't want to. But there's people that make me upset. Some people make me mad. I have some upsetting people that don't understand sometimes, and I got to get them understanding. But I don't want to, because I will either do something or I would get in trouble or whatever. But I don't want to do that. Anyways, we're getting there. We're getting halfway through 2023 to get into 2024. I am working still. I'm still working every week. I was having to work every weekend at the time. Now I'm working every other weekend, so that's nice. Then we get to December of 2023. We're working as much as I can to get through it. And I've worked hard and saved up and saved up. Everybody says, yes, you're saving up because you're a young man. I understand that, but I still work hard and do stuff for my family. And I still have more people complaining, more people getting on to me about things that are stupid things. But hey, we learn from our mistakes. We get through it. That's why I have a life lessons channel. We work and we learn, and I work hard, and we go through the learning of it. You do this, you get this stocked up, you get all this stuff done. That's what I do. I do a lot of different things in the cafeteria, and I do a lot of that. But I've been a very working hard person from the time being and from the time of things are going on. And I just appreciate how everybody has been there. I want to say some names, a couple of people I know. Mason Douglas, Cullum Henry. These two have been there for me. Well, except Mason. We'll talk about him in just a little bit. Cullum, I've just started meeting because I talked to him through, at work. When he works at the same place as me. We got to know each other. We still got to know each other. And then we're friends. And then months later, we're like best friends because we're hanging out all the time. We're getting to talk to each other. And he's been there for me. And I appreciate him for being there for me every day. And he's heard my struggles and hardness. And he says, you know what? You need to get through it. You need to just come into work and do your job and leave and go home instead of not doing overtime. And of course, sometimes I do overtime. That's good. So I do a lot of that because I like to help, get a little extra money. Why not? I do a little extra. But I like to be there and helpful. That's another thing too, and we'll get to that part in just a little bit, is a little part of me is me helping out and helpful and being generous. Now let's get into that second part of generous. I am a generous person. I like helping out. I like being there for people. I like maybe giving a little extra food on the side because I like to be generous. I know we're not supposed to be doing that, but I like to do that because I want to be generous. And I don't do that all the time. I don't want to try to be like doing that. I don't want that to be a habit or nothing, but I'm there and I get to be generous. So I'm generous all the time at work when I serve breakfast in the mornings and lunch. Hey, can I get this? Can I get this? Can I get yes? Let me give you an extra 2 pieces more bacon. See, it makes me happy because I like to be helpful. I like to be there. I care. And by the way, everybody, if you're watching this today on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, wherever you're watching it, I care about you. Whoever, if I don't know you, if I'm trying to get to know you, I still care and love on you. Because I care about each and every of you. Everybody on my Facebook, everybody on my Instagram, everywhere. I love all of you guys. I care about you. I pray for you. It's a struggle sometimes when you got to be generous sometimes. It's hard. Sometimes when people ask you, hey, can I get that money? Can I get a couple of dollars? Sure, just one time, just don't do it all the time. That's the whole thing was I was trying to say, hey, on my birthday week, I was like, hey, can I be generous on my birthday week and give you just like a couple of dollars so you can get something to eat? And I'm like, that's fine. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Let's do that. We can do that. But I pray and tell God, and I say, God, help me through this. Help me let this person get through this day of life or whatever you're trying to do. Getting a new job, trying to get a new house, trying to get a new car, trying to get insurance, all these things. I know it's hard. Or if you're losing a job, if you lose a job, lose a car or whatever, it's hard. And that's what I'm learning right now as a 20-year-old. And that's what my dad's told me, my mom's told me in the past. By the way, I miss you, Mom. You're the best. It'll be 11 years in November this year. We will miss you, and I love you so much. You're the best. My family, my brothers, my uncle, my other brothers and family, they've helped me. They've understand that I've had to be generous sometimes. Because it's loving and caring, and you got to love on that person. Sometimes long time ago, I was very negative. Sometimes I was positive, negative, but it's okay. So I learned from my mistakes in the past years that I've worked through it and worked on it. And sometimes now I'm still struggling with some things that I need to work on. Try to do not better all the time. Tell my dad a couple of days ago, like, oh, you remember saying that I need to do better. He didn't even say a word about that. Struggling. It's okay that you don't know it. You got to put your foot in the water so then you can understand about it. You got to understand it. You got to work on it. You got to think about it. You got to think if that's right or not. Think before you speak or think before you do something. I've had those mistakes before that I've said something wrong to somebody and they got them offensive. If I've, got them mad or whatever, upset. Or I've done something that was wrong, that was not right, that I probably miscommunicated or not understand. It's hard to communicate. That's a thing that I'm trying to work on with my ministry, Kingdom of Christ Ministries. We're trying to communicate more as a team and as a church. It's hard sometimes to communicate. We all have busy lives. We all are busy with church. Maybe your daughters and sons have busy lives, if you got some young kids that are doing sports or, some other activities, it's hard. I get it. And I've had some friends and friends tell me, oh, I know I can't hang out because I got some busy things with my kids and church and school and work and other things. And I'm like, hey, it's okay. Let's hang out another day or something when you're available, not busy, not a busy family. And it's hard. So what are we doing? We have to work through it. We got to work hard about it and have to understand sometimes and work and do it and work about it. But hey, we're going to get through it one day because we're going to have to understand that. And so I'm just outside looking outside right now. Just, I'm seeing one of my friends outside. We got some people in our basement right now that had some problems, but we're helping them out. We're trying to get them up and moving. And it's hard, and I hate that for homeless people. And I hate that for a lot of people that are, lose a job, lose a car, lose that family member, whatever, lose that thing. I do not want that to be a future thing for me. I don't. But if it happens, oh well, I'll work on it. I'll try my best. See, I made this video because I was wanting to make sure this video was heart-taking and, maybe sweet, understandable. Like maybe if you gone through that in your childish life. I know some of you guys are older and, no, I'm not trying to say you're old. I'm just, like older people, the generations of different, the generations. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just saying, the older generation, the younger, everybody. So I'm sorry if I said that. I apologize. I just, those are things that, that helps, like the generations, the younger generation, the older generation. I'm not trying to be like mean or funny. I'm just like, that's the generations we have. And we learn from it. And that's the thing, I've had in the past, I've watched watched some TV shows about like, people being homeless, having to be generous. The last crew we had, it was not right because this guy was trying to do all this stuff, and I'm not gonna get on a lot of it, but we were trying to help them, and they weren't doing their job of trying to take care of themselves, and they got, kicked out of the house because they were not doing what they were supposed to be doing. I love being generous. I love being a sweet kid. I'm a sweet kid to people. I try to stay out of trouble. Sometimes I'll get in trouble sometimes, but I learn from it. But right now, as an adult from my 18th till now, I've gotten into like learning. I've had to learn from my mistakes. I've not really gotten into trouble about it, but I've just learned. There's some things that I have worked on in the past years. Just saying like, I was saying like in a map, like a picture or something, like, I would just pretend like, there's my line. Like there's my line right here. From now till right here. It helps to see where your growth is. You're trying to protect, be careful your health. You got to be careful with yourself. A lot of things help you out. I was talking with a couple of people. I'm talking with Tucker Jones. He's one of my other best friends. And another best friend of mine, Ellie, who's another best friend of mine. I have a couple of best friends. I know my dad says, you have too many best friends. And a lot of my people at work say, you have too many favorites. Okay, whatever. I have a lot of favorites. There's some favorites that I like. It doesn't have to be the own favorite, whatever. There's a lot of people that say, you're my favorite because you're so loving, caring, kind, and whatever. And, it makes me happy that we get through it. And each and every one of you guys are my favorite people that I've gotten to know. If you're working with me at the hospital, if you go to church with me, if you went to school with me, sometimes I connect with some of my high school friends. Some teachers that I've known in the past years, that were my teachers that I still go ask questions and get help and everything. Say, if you need anything, let me know. I've had a couple of friends that I went to school with that, I still keep in touch with, that helped me through things in life. I try my best. I'm going to try to do better with my brothers, trying to talk to them about my life. Not a lot more with them because they're my family. Especially my dad. I talk to a lot about my problems that he understands. It's hard. It's hard as a 20-year-old. It's hard sometimes to get through it. And, it's a thing we got to learn is we got to work through it. We will get through that. We will jump through the water and then we'll be on the sun of the good side of the sun. That's what I'm saying. You start in the water, put your feet in the water, you get your feet wet and then boom, you got your feet are dry, like it's like the intro of the water, you jump into the water and then you're out of the water and you're dry by the sun. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like getting you ready through that new career path of whatever job you want to do. And so it worked with me getting through it. And so we tried and I worked hard and we did it and I did a lot of good things. And it helped me. It helped me learn. But the job right now, I've learned. I've learned a lot of things. And some of it I won't bring up because I don't want to. But there's things that I've had to learn, but I've had to tell them that, some of the disabilities I have to understand. I don't know if you guys know, I have a slow disability. And like, maybe I don't know if I have a little autism, but not really. But, I've had to learn and like have to say, somebody tells me something. And I got to think it, wait until ding, there you go. Just have to think about it. I feel like, we all have to understand sometimes that, some people can't understand that thing until they remember it. I feel like everybody says, hey, remember this by Monday. Okay, I will try my best. But like people say, it's okay. You don't have to remember that right then by Monday, whenever. And you got to learn that from people that have like some kind of disability or something like that. You just got to be, understandable and say, just step up, speak up about it and say, oh, I get you. I understand. Thank you for letting me know. Because, I have to understand that sometimes. And it's hard sometimes, but we get through it, and it's good that I like how we get through it sometimes, and we work hard and we learn about it, and it's just great. And we sorry, I'm gonna breathe for a minute. But yeah, it's pretty much we've work hard, we do it all, and we get the job done. We get the job done. And that's the thing about a life with me. Is like, I had to get through a lot of crap that went through my whole life since I was a baby. A lot of problems, a lot of family things happening in my family that got bad. It was bad. Like I said, I won't bring it up. We had a lot of other, there's been a lot going on in my whole family. Like, especially all my family members had a lot of issues with a lot of problems. And a lot of their friends had problems. And some of the things caused a lot of things outside of our family, like a lot of things caused us that we couldn't be around a lot of people, but I'm not going to talk about that. But anyways, and it's sad to understand sometimes that those people don't understand. They don't really care. Some people say, I had a couple of people that were friends with family. They came up to me and talked to me, and I'm not going to mention their names, but they were just telling me that how, oh no, we're not upset with you guys. We love you guys. You guys have been in our world. We've had like that same friends, but we had a couple other more friends, had some more issues with that. And they were saying, no, it's not y'all's fault. We still love you guys. You guys have been there for us in our life. And I'm like, okay, I want to clarify and make sure something wasn't like right, that, oh, me or, my brother did something. We want to make sure. Because it's hard sometimes that we have to make sure sometimes, but we had to say, oh, okay, gotcha. So I was like, wanting to make sure if it wasn't like something like, oh, okay, probably like too much maybe, or a lot of things happening. So we were wanting to make sure that was like wrong or right. We wanted to make sure if it was like something that we confused about, because sometimes it's hard to remember. So, anyways, but yeah, we gotta get through it. And that's the thing with like, you gotta do your job, get the things done, listen to your people, try your best to get it done, but just don't give up. That's the thing that I'm doing, is trying to not give up, is doing my best every day. And again, I am a freaking hard-working mofo. And I'm not going to say the other word, but I'm saying I'm a hard-working mofo. Everybody says, because I am a hard-working mofo. And I work hard, and I do what I do every day. And I'm always on time and not late. And I'm always on time. And I'm proud of myself. And everybody's proud of me that I've done their duties and having to do a lot for them as well. So I appreciate everybody for understanding. And I appreciate everybody for watching this video, for understanding. And maybe this probably got you a little bit. A lot of things happened through my life that we got through now. And it's February 20th. And I'm so glad that we got to do it. And I'm just glad that we got to do this video that you guys got to see how my life was and how God has been working with me. I don't know if you guys know that I want to be a pastor one day. So I'm probably walking through some of you guys' footsteps if you guys are already pastors. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. But my goal is to be a pastor one day. I run a ministry. I run a vlogs business. I run life lessons, if y'all see. And then I help Tucker Jones with from Blue Lake Productions out of North Carolina, and Kingdom of Christ Ministries out of Braselton, Georgia, and North Carolina, Mebane and Eflin, North Carolina. So those are the two that are together, that we are together ministry. God has worked with me reading the Bible, learning things, having to do a lot of different things with school and everything. I still got to go to school to get my GED, my special diploma. But we will get that figured out. We just got to get my work schedule figured out. Again, my schedules have been hard. I'm trying to hopefully maybe switch jobs. I'm a young kid, but I might switch jobs so I can be in a better area and see how I fit about it. There's things that I could work on with it, but I just wanted to prefer to be in a job that can help me through it all, and just blessed that we can work together. And that's my goal, is to be a pastor one day and do my ministry and do life lessons, do vlogs for probably full time, and try to do all these cool things because I love it and it's going to be great. So yeah, and then we've been doing a lot of ministry stuff and a lot of vlogs and doing all these things. But we are getting more into that and trying to do more vlog stuff and doing a lot of TikToks and stuff. And I'm just blessed that we get to do TikToks and everything. It's great. And we have fun and we get to do it. And it's just great. And I'm just happy that we get to do it. If you guys have any questions for me, if you want to, I would prefer to privately DM me or message me on all my social medias, or comment down below privately if you want to message me on there. If you have any questions, things that that I missed or maybe worked on that have learned from my mistakes that you can work on as well, make sure to comment down below. Make sure to follow my social medias, Instagram, TikTok. You can add me on Facebook, or follow my page on Instagram, Facebook, called Miguel Simmons Vlogs. We do a lot on there, trying to get more on there. Make sure to follow my Life Lessons channel. Make sure to go follow From the Blue Lake on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Subscribe to Kingdom of Christ Ministries. Follow Instagram and Facebook and YouTube as well. And make sure to follow all of the other social medias that we have outside that, if I didn't mention, make sure to go follow them all so you can be part of the team. My name is Miguel Simmons. Thank you so much for watching today. I am blessed I got to do my testimony. God has been good, and I'm trying to get there and working towards my pastor degree so I can be there as well and be loving and caring and loving to be there. I love how everybody says I'm very a positive attitude person. I love my generous smile, all my smiling and everything. And I'm blessed that you guys got to watch my testimony. Hopefully you guys are in tears right now, that it's going to be okay and you're going to get through it. And God got you with the knuckle of your hand and with the rock right behind you. Take it out and it will be a new day for you. That's what my best friend told me about. It's going to be a good day for you, a new day, and it's always going to be a great day for you. If it's okay, it's okay. It's going to be a bad day sometimes. You're going to get through that day one day or another. It's okay that you got to work. It's hard. I get it's hard sometimes that maybe you're like, oh, I'm so tired. But get up, be positive, shout amen, and get through it. And it's going to be a good day. And I love you. And have a great Tuesday. And have a good week. Hopefully it's going to be a good week for you. We will have this video posted in just a little bit after we edit it. We love you guys. Have a blessed Tuesday. Happy 2024. God bless you. And I'm praying for you. Good night.